Okay. So here we are again, the video, the link. Okay. So let me explain, and if you have question, you're gonna answer me. Okay? I mean, you can ask me everything, okay? But let me explain first. This is just an example, okay, on what we want to do today, okay? So basically, the situation, firstly, we need to have an analysis of what we're doing right now, okay? Of our ultimate and the enemy ultimate. So we are like New York's Excelsior, right? So you see that the most... Oh, wait a second, I need to change this, okay? Most important thing is we have only Graviton, okay? And if we have only Graviton, okay? Well, and the enemy got the trance, like they have, okay, every time. The problem is like how we can value from our Graviton if we don't have d.va but they have Transcendence. Right, Ares? What do you think about that? Ares, are you here?
I was muted.
Yeah. And just speak. Like, you can speak without any problem. Like, what do you think about
Hey,
when you're graving? Yeah, I'm just asking you. Like,
if we don't have like the combo with the d.va bomb, like the only thing you can do is like make them waste resources and like try to look for a peak afterwards.
The only Thanos thing that you can do if they have like if you have Graviton and they have Trashen. So what we can do is like, for example, we have this, right? We have a Shatter, right? So for example, we can think, okay, we can grab, okay, as you said.
Break the shield.
We can force resources. So like, for example, breaking shield, force resources, breaking shield. So shield. What else? Bubbles. Wait, I want to bubbles and stuff like that. Okay, and we can after, for example, engage again with our resources and with our shield. I mean, with our ultimate, for example, the Shatter, right? So in this thing is very important. If we are grabbing for forcing resources, Ares, it's very important that we are not using resources apart the Graviton, okay? Because it's basically, if you grab for forcing resources, we are grabbing for let them use an ultimate that is Transcendence and for using other resources, right? Apart the Transcendence. So basically we are trading for one Graviton, for one big ultimate, okay? They're using one ultimate and little resources, right? Make sense, guys? Can you answer me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a situation. Okay, this is a thing that we talk about a lot of time, right? But I understand that it's not that easy to do. Okay, but like this is like a situation. Okay. Secondly, what we said is like, okay, if in the grab we can get like a squishy, and the squishies in the Graviton could be like, for example, Brigitta or Lucio, right? Not Zenyatta, because Zenyatta is in Transcendence, right? So we can count Zenyatta as a squishies because he's immortal. You can't kill him, right? Because he's under Transcendence. So if you have like, if you get the Brigitta or the Lucio in the trance, okay, in the Graviton, sorry, you can try to kill them, but especially maybe you can't kill them because I know it's not that easy, you know? You need a lot of burst damage. Okay.
Yeah, you need to invest resources into that as well.
But what is important, if you have like, if you put like a Brigitta or a Lucio when you're grabbing not for committing, is like, if they have like a Brigitta or a Lucio in the Graviton, I can truly tell you that they're gonna force the bubbles. Okay? Like, which is the difference, for example, if in the Graviton, let's see from here, okay? Okay, so, wait, where are the stock composition? Okay, goats, where is the full goats? Okay, here. And here, okay? So, let's think about the graph, okay? So, for example, if we're using, if in the Graviton there is only Rain and Zarya, okay? They're gonna use trance. What do you think they're gonna use? Like the Zarya, Ares, what do you think their Zarya in the Graviton is gonna do? They're gonna use bubbles or not, if there are under trance?
No, the trance can help you.
Exactly, because you can't kill the Reinhardt or you can't kill the Zarya. I mean, it's very difficult, right? Unless you pin them. Yes, but so if you pin them, they're gonna use the bubble in the pin, okay? So basically, when you're graving and you know you can't kill the guys in the grav, but you can force resources, you want to have in the graviton like Brigitte or Lucio. Because if there is in the graviton Brigitte and Lucio, I can truly tell you that the Zarya is gonna bubble one of the two squishes, you know? Because like the trance is not let them get immortal. They will not. They can get killed, right? In the trance, right? Because they're squishes. Okay. So when you're graving only, it's very important that you are getting or Lucio or Brigitte inside the graviton, so you can know that you are extremely forcing their resources. You are extremely forcing their bubble. Okay. If there is no Brigitte and Lucio, the Zarya is not gonna. A good Zarya is not gonna use bubbles. They're gonna keep the bubbles after the trance. Make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Guys? Someone else?
Yeah, we're here, we're alive,
Yes,
and we
yes,
understand.
yes.
Yeah, I want like a bit. You just say yes, or if you have a question, just answer. Okay. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The second, okay, we talk about this situation. We're still talking about graving into a transcendence, okay? Which are the different situations when we are graving into a transcendence. I mean, there is another situation. Mute yourself now, guys. If you need to unmute for not saying anything, just mute yourself, okay? Anyway, like if we are graving a transcendence, another thing we can do is like graving into a wall, right? Because we know that maybe the transcendence can like the wall is like kiting the transcendence, right?
You can split them, yeah.
Yeah, they're splitting because the transcendence is not working between the walls, okay? That's another thing we can do. But anyway, I want to show you this clip, okay?
Will also be matched by joYnt. Both teams with the Graviton surges available to them.
The New York Excelsior got only Graviton, right? And
Really,
Shatter,
Philly trying the same
okay?
thing here. Up on the high ground.
We
We'll
see
see if maybe
Philadelphia Fusion retaking from the iron like they should, of course.
they can find an angle on
They're
the New York, but they
dropping
gotta do it
down.
fast. 90%.
Philadelphia Fusion, they don't have like, they have Graviton and d.va Boom, right? And Transcendence. So right now, New York's Excelsior, they know that which is the plan. Their plan is to grav and to committing in the Graviton. How they want to get value from the Graviton? Like pinning a target inside the Graviton. Out of the Transcendence. Like this.
Red Wax already. There's the grab on the Philly. Mono diving in, gets charged.
So basically, they graved, okay, inside the Graviton there was like Reinhardt, and I think right now their goal was to get the pin on the Reinhardt. You know why Vatsal? Like a nightmare? Can you tell me why?
Yeah, because you can just if like they use grav, right? They are like they're gonna be together for a second, and the Rhine can displace their Reinhardt and to the back line of us, and we can kill the Reinhardt.
Yeah, but why they can, for example, pin I don't know, the Zarya or the Brigitte or someone else? Is still a pick, right? Which is
Because in goats versus goats, if your Rhine is dead, it's
no, it's not for that.
Because it's the most valuable target in this situation. They have the
Why?
shatter. If they
Yeah.
kill the rain, they can shatter everybody else.
Sorry, not this Reinhardt.
no.
Not this Reinhardt. Sado. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have a shatter right now.
Shatter,
right?
yeah.
But they think they know that they have shatter almost, right? So basically the same concept. Okay?
Okay.
So if we know that they have shatter, okay? Now, right now I don't have another example, but if you see a bit of Overwatch League, you can see a lot of good teams, high tier level teams in Overwatch League, like the top teams, are doing this pin, okay? And like you need to understand Nightmare, when you can pin, I mean not when, but which target you have to pin, okay, in every situation, okay? Because in general, if you know that the enemy they have shatter, for example, Sado got just shatter, okay, like in this situation. If I will pin the Zarya, well, what is gonna happen?
They're gonna shatter.
They're gonna shatter your backline. So, like, how you can kite the shatter? I mean, you should have, like, for example, Libero with the Brigitte holding the shield, but, you know, it's not the shield of Reiner. So he can actually get the shatter who can shatter the other behind Libero that are pushing the Reiner, right? So that's why in this situation I think they're pinning the Reinhardt, okay? Because if you see other situation in other games on Overwatch League, they're not only pinning Reinhardt, they're pinning other targets. Maybe other viable targets. For example, in this situation, they could actually better maybe pin Zarya. Why? Because he got the Graviton, right? Let's think. For example, the Reinhardt doesn't have like the shatter. Let's think that Sado is 0 charge of shatter, so no shatter. I think they're gonna pin for sure the Zarya. Why?
Yeah.
Because they want to cut off the Graviton. Because the Graviton is a win condition, right?
I think they focused on the range just to get rid of the shield so they can shatter everybody else.
Yeah, or after that also. But of course, I don't think. I mean, I think they're gonna shatter after, but only because they are the new, like Philadelphia Fusion right now is committing on them with the Graviton and the d.va. That is actually very bad.
I mean, it's the last fight.
Yeah, it's the last fight, of course. Yes. Yeah, you're right. But anyway,
Shot by Mono's charging counters. Now there's a shatter. Knock.
Yeah, the shatter also, yeah, for sure. So, for example, from now on, the game plan, guys, how we can repeat this thing, okay? Let's analyze again the situation. First, before the fight. Ultimate that we have, ultimate that they have, okay? So we have Graviton, we have Shatter. Those are the important ultimate, okay? And for doing a same thing of this, is like, they have Shatter, and they have Transcendence, right? Those are the most important thing to see, okay? So in a situation like this, so Ice is calling, okay, they have Shatter, they have the Transcendence. I mean, it's not important that they have Graviton and d.va Bomb, because if we get the fight before them, if we grab before them, okay, I mean, we're gonna win, okay, if we do this in the right way. So basically, in this situation, we're gonna, for which reason we are pinning the Reinhardt? Because the Reinhardt got shattered, because we have shatter. So like Ares said, if we are able to kill the Reinhardt can't shatter, the Reinhardt can't shatter because he's dead, and we can shatter easily, okay? I mean, right now we don't need, I mean, if it wasn't like the last fight, we actually don't need to shatter, of course, right, Vatsal, because we got the pick on Reinhardt, right? We picked the Reinhardt, we won the fight, right?
Yeah.
They only shatter Mano shatter here only because it was the last fight, only for that, okay?
Yeah.
So, like yesterday, I was thinking about which target should focus the target that we focus. For example, if we're pinning a Reinhardt, since Reinhardt is very, you know, the only problem when you're pinning a Reinhardt, like someone,
They gotta do it fast.
is this. Let's see again how they are doing this thing, okay? Because I think it's very important to see. So basically, they're playing aggressively. The Reinhardt is playing super aggressively. The most important thing is about grabbing next to your Reinhardt. So the grab Ares should be like 1 meter in front of your Reinhardt. Okay?
I mean, we have to hold close as well.
Yeah, what? Sorry? I mean,
we have to push. We have to be aggressive. We have to hold close.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not about being aggressively, because your teammates doesn't need to be aggressively. You don't need to be aggressively, man, because you're gonna.
I'm not saying. Yeah.
I don't understand what you mean about being aggressively. Just explain me better.
Just to hold close. So like, I'm not saying just to go in and swing, for example. Of course, not getting poke damage, but still like to hold close.
No, you want just to grab them, right? So you just need to be sure that Poco can't hit the Graviton. That's it. Okay? So it's okay. You don't want to swing. You don't want to swing bubble, of course, right now, because the swing bubble doesn't give you anything, right? Why you should swing bubble right now? For no reason, right? Because the plan is like to grab, force the trance, pin the guy out of the trance, and especially Vatsal. What you have to do is not pinning in their spawn, but pinning into your spawn, in the part of your point, or in the part of your map. Okay?
There's the grab.
Like this. So it's very important how to do this properly. Is having Reinhardt next 1 meter next to the Graviton. Okay? If you like, I will show you this again on Stats Banana. Okay? So if your Reinhardt is here and you grab them, for example, here. Okay, let's think like this. Okay? This is bad. Right? Because you can't go there and you can pin them. What is important is having Reinhardt. I will be more like this, okay? Having Reinhardt in front of the Graviton. So you grabbed in front of your Reinhardt. You Reinhardt go next to the inside the Graviton, okay? And you pin them. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it. You pin the Reinhardt can shatter. Everyone are gonna focus the Reinhardt. Why everyone can like focus the Reinhardt and not focusing the guys in the Graviton? Because right now the guys in the Graviton. Oh sorry. You pinned. Holy shit. Sorry. Holy. Okay. Why you don't need to focus the guys in the Graviton? Because the guys in the Graviton they can't do anything, right? For example, if for a mistake you pinned not the Reinhardt, but you pinned someone else, like for example Zarya, and Reinhardt got the shatter,
You'll get shattered.
Yeah. So you need to take care about that, okay? Cruzy and the others here, okay? Because could happen.
Yeah.
Okay? But like that's why you are pinning Reinhardt. If the Reinhardt didn't have like shatter, you can pin someone else. For example, you can pin like Zarya. I think Zarya is good, right? For example, you know that in this situation, again, I'll repeat again this situation, okay? They have Graviton, but think that they don't have a shatter. They have Graviton and d.va bomb. How we can disable their Graviton? Well, we grab them and we pin the Zarya away and we focus at Zarya. Mioken, are you here? Gary? Can you unmute yourself? Okay. So it's very important when we're doing this plan, and today we want to focus on this thing, okay? Because I think it's really, really good. Because a lot of time we don't have like a d.va bomb, and we don't have time to build like the d.va bomb, okay? And we need to engage on them, okay? This normally should happen when we have like we have the Graviton and the d.va bomb is around 60%. So if it's 60% or 70%, I don't think we have time to build 30% of ultimate, right?
Yeah,
so I think we should just engage with this concept, with this thing, okay? This game plan, okay? It's very important that each of you are you know which is the game plan, okay? You want to call in a like I don't know, Vatsal. We can have like a strategy call, okay? We can say, okay, I want to pin inside the Graviton, or like pinning out of the Graviton. I don't know how you want to call it, but we need to know like everyone in the team when we're doing this thing. We need to know that we're doing this thing, okay?
Yeah.
And we need to have the Discord instantly on the target. Okay? We need to Discord and we need the damage of the Zenyatta. Like, especially the huge damage that should come on the target should be Zenyatta. Because if you pin very far away, we talked about yesterday with Archangel, okay? If you pin very far away the target, and for example, go back in Sats Banana. For example, you pin the Reinhardt, I don't know, like for example, you pin the Reinhardt on the point, for mistake, okay? The Zarya is here, Brigitte is here, wait, it's too messy, without no color, sorry guys. Anyway, like, if you pin the Reinhardt here, for mistake, for example, that is very far, who can make damage into the Reinhardt? Apart the pin and the Reinhardt himself.
Really?
Lucius N.
Yeah,
and d.va if she used the shift.
Exactly.
But it won't be. Yeah.
Listen, exactly. What I'm trying to say is like, if you pin the target too far from your teammates, the only one that can focus the target are like, for example, Zenyatta, because Zenyatta is a long range damage dealer, right? So he can focus easily the Reinhardt. And plus d.va because he got the shift, right? So right now we can assume that d.va is gonna shift here and he's gonna focus the Reinhardt, okay? I mean, anyway, you want to go on them, okay? But, like, if you pin too far away, I think as Zarya and d.va, as Brigitte, you should not take care about there, okay? Because anyway, it's gonna, you know, the Reinhardt is gonna die anyway, right? Because it's basically alone versus 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4, okay? So basically, if you pin too far, don't care about going into the target, okay?
But you're telling us also to not regroup together?
No, I'm not saying you push the Graviton.
No, yeah, of course. But
I'm not saying
isn't
this.
better just to regroup?
Yeah, I'm saying that, listen, what I'm saying is like, you don't need to, like, as Brigitte, you can make damage into the Reinhardt, right? You don't need to make damage anyway to the target that you pinned, okay? What is important that you and Brigitte are looking at what is happening in front of you. Not what is happening behind. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying you press W into the Graviton. I'm saying you look, and then, of course, you regroup with your teammates. Because after you get a pick on the Reinhardt, you want to regroup together and push on them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Because, like, in this situation, like, if the target is too far, okay, and everyone is gonna push on the target, what is gonna happen is maybe the enemy in the Graviton, for example, they're gonna start retreating. Almost. If they're good, they're gonna start retreating. And you don't want that happen, right? Because from this, you didn't have too much value. I mean, you won the fight, but you didn't kill 6 person, right? And if you didn't kill 6 person, means that you didn't build ultimate. The ultimate, cycling ultimate is bad for you. Because you didn't get value from winning the fight. Because basically, yeah, you won the fight, but you didn't kill 6 person. And it's extremely important killing 6 person, because killing 6 person means that you're gonna build your ultimate, right? They're gonna give you percentage if you kill person, right? So that's why we want to see what's happening in front of you, okay? Because as soon as you kill the Reinhardt, you want to push on them. And if the target is too far, you're gonna go on the Reinhardt, and the enemy, if they're not stupid, they're gonna retreat, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Make sense? You wanna add something, or you don't agree about this? Just explain. No problem.
No, seems pretty clear to me.
The other? The others?
Yeah.
Are you sleeping, guys?
No. But it'll be sleepy.
Anyway.
Wait, I was muted. Never mind. Yeah.
So for doing this, like from now on, every time I would like to this scrim, I would like every time we have Grav and have Trash Cannons and we don't have d.va bomb. Okay, the d.va bomb is like around 70%. Okay, we Grav is okay. We don't care about using Grav d.va bomb. Okay, we can wait for the d.va bomb only if before the fight is 80% of d.va bomb. Okay, 85.
But also the opponent shouldn't have a shuttle to do all this, right?
No, you don't understand nothing. So
Okay, cool.
they have shatter in this fight. This is an example of what happened. Almost, okay. But that's why you know why I just told you why they're pinning the Reinhardt. Did I say like?
Yes, you're pinning the Reinhardt, so get rid of that, and then we can shatter as well.
Because they have shatter. They pin the Reinhardt because they have shatter. Because if you pin someone else and they have shatter, the Reinhardt is gonna pin you here. Let's think that right now there is Reinhardt here. And Bano just pinned, for example, the Zarya here. Okay? This is Zarya just pinned. Okay? Philadelphia Fusion Zarya is Carpe. This is the Carpe, okay? And inside the Graviton there is Sado with the shatter up, where Sado is gonna shatter them. He's gonna shatter everyone right now.
Yeah.
Right now,
gets charged up.
Right now, it's shattering everyone, okay? That's why they pinned the Sado. Okay? That's why. The only problem about this Vassal, of course, since they have a shatter, when you're trying the pin, okay, right now it's not happening. You see, right now it's not happening. Why? Because they don't have shatter, really, okay? But they know they have shatter, okay? You see, okay, they don't have shatter, of course, but do you really think that they, like, in New York successful tracking, they say they have no shatter?
Not really. They'll say they have for sure. Because, close or might be.
Yeah, so basically you think that they have shatter. You can say he's close, right? But maybe he's not close, maybe they have it. So basically it's the same call. You want to play like if they have shatter, right? So right now, see what they're doing. Okay, they grabbed. He hold a shield. See how Zarya is behind the Reinhardt. So also if the Reinhardt is like trying to shatter right now, I'm gonna go in the next frame. I want to see the next frame. Okay. Okay, right now you see. So now you're not holding anymore the shield, right? Sado, if had the ultimate, could like shatter the Zarya, right? Could shatter.
Yeah.
But Zarya got a self-bubble. With the self-bubble, I'm assuming that the other are not in the position to get shattered, of course, okay? Because right now he's not holding the shield. Mano is getting ready to pin them. To pin the Reinhardt away.
That's why I said, what I said was if they have shadow, we have to be careful as well, right? That's what I was saying.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't understand you. Okay. So basically, yeah, of course, if they have shatter, I mean, anyway, in any situation, if you have Zenyatta and they have shatter, you need to take care about the shatter, right? You need to take care about enemy Reinhardt positioning, anyway. And depending from what is the plan, right? You want to be sure that you're not getting shattered, never and ever. Okay? So that's obvious. Anyway, so that's the only the difficult thing to do this, okay, when they have shatter. But anyway, we're not gonna do this only when they have shatter, but in general. No shatter, well, it's much easier, right? We can pin another target. Which target? Well, I think a target that is more important to kill in that fight. For example, like Zarya, right? You want to kill the Zarya because you can get out the Zarya with the Graviton. You can cut off the Graviton in the fight, right? You can easily win. And it's very good because basically you are winning, forcing a Transcendence and winning with only a Graviton, right? That's super good, right?
Insane.
Truly like you.
Okay, so today on the screen block, I want to focus extremely on this, okay?
Alright.
It's just one team goal, okay? Just a simple, I mean, it's not simple, but I try to explain in that, like, in the, like, more deeply.
Most simplest way.
Okay? Yeah. Not simple, no, wasn't that simple at all. But was, like, very deep, the analysis, okay? At least from this situation, this particular example, okay? We should see maybe other example, because I'm not sure that everyone are gonna commit. Like I said, I don't think every time, if you, for example, if you're pinning at Zarya, I don't think every time everyone needs to commit on the Zarya. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, like, if you are not pinning the target too far away, that's the concept, okay? Just be sure as Reinhardt to know where you are going with the pin, okay? That's what is most important, okay? Don't go too far away, don't go too close, okay? If you go too far away, your teammates can't, you'll be splitted from your teammates as Reinhardt, and maybe they can't focus instantly the Reinhardt, the target that you pinned. And if you pin too close, they can actually follow up the Reinhardt. They can help the Reinhardt or the target that you pinned, the enemy team. Okay? Okay, Nightmare? You understand?
Yes.
So basically, you need to just have like a medium range, like a positioning, pin the target in a positioning into your point, into your in the part of your map, but next to your teammates, but not next to the enemy teammates in the graph. Okay, that's how I can explain that. Okay.
Yeah.
I know we should see every situation, but yeah, that's the explanation. Okay, guys. I think that's all. Okay.